So, we've decided that we have a little bit of a problem here. Where we were making some guesses on how many stuffed animals that we thought we had. Ricardo, what was your guess?
80.
Right. And Divya, what was your guess?
100.
And I said that we might have 200 stuffed animals. But we don't really know. They're just guesses right now. And so then I said, well, we want to invite these classes. So we're going to invite all of kindergartens and all the grade 1s and all the grade 2s. And then Ricardo said to me, we've got a problem. Why?
The problem is that there's too much people. We have to count the classes, how much people, and then we can see and then we can count the stuffed animals to see if we have the same amount. But if there's not, we have to invite the other people.
Why?
Because they'll be sad if they don't get a stuffed animal because they really wanted one.
Okay, so we haven't invited any classes yet, right? Because we haven't put out our stuffed animals yet. So before we invite our classes, what do you think we could do to try to avoid my problem? Sarah, what can we do?
We can count them, and if there's not enough, we could make stuffed animals like with paper. Like if we want to build a ball, we could.
Sorry for the interruption. Just a quick reminder to all staff that as a number of students are coming in late this morning, please make sure that you are updating the students with late in your attendance as they come in.
Okay, so we could do that. We could make the stuffed animals. What else could we do? Since we haven't invited anybody yet, the counting idea is a great idea. After we count, what should we maybe then decide to do?
How about we just take turns? Like first the kindergartens go, and then the other grades go. So if we all invite all of them, they'll just go like this. I want that one. I want that one. I want that one. They just grab it.
Oh.
And they'll fight over them. Which one they? It's like if someone both wants like this,
yes,
they'll both fight over it.
Okay, so you know what? You're making another good point, which is that we probably want to make sure that when we invite people up, that we don't invite all the classes at the same time, right? So we don't have too many people. Our room's not that big. But if we wait until like the time that we're having the store open to invite people, some people might be in the middle of doing work and they might not want to come upstairs for the stuffed animals. So we kind of need to, I think, decide how many classes to invite.
Right.
How could we do that? What do you think we should maybe? How could we do that? Cody?
We can send one class up at a time.
We could, but if we just wait until the time of, so if we forget about counting these stuffed animals and we just say, okay, you know what, we're going to go to Miss Dubas's class. The Miss Dubas's class is done, and then we'll go to Miss Vay's class. The Miss Vay's class is done, and then we'll go to Miss Conteoro's class, and then her class is done, and we'll just keep going. But we might get it to Miss Conteoro's class, and she might say, you know what, Miss Dunsker, I'd love to bring my class up, but I didn't know about it, and now we have something else planned, and I can't bring them right now. So we kind of have to give them a little notice. But how do we know how many classes to invite? What are we going to have to do before we do anything else today?
I have ideas.
What do you think we might have to do before we do anything else today? Dibia?
How about we just invite 6 classes?
But do we even know that we have, if, for instance, if Ricardo's right at having 80 animals, 6 classes, we won't have enough animals for them.
If we pick like a class that has 90 kids, it will be like there's less than 90 stuffed animals. Like some of them won't even get stuffed animals.
Right. So what do we need to do then? On our to-do list, we've got all kinds of stuff. What do you think should be our first job to do? Before we make any more signs, before we do adoption certificates and jobs, and we get our classes, what do we need to maybe do first? It's a job we haven't done yet. But what do we need to maybe do first?
Count the